Hello and welcome to a very special high stakes live stream. Tonight, myself, Evan Silva, Drew Dinkmeyer, the Dink Piece himself, will be doing a $2,500 buy-in underdog draft. It is best ball. However, it is team play the best plays. I'll get into what that means in a minute here. Evan, good evening.
Good evening. It's great to be here dropping the mic and moving on toward Drew Dinkmeyer, one of the most intelligent individuals that I've encountered in the fantasy space. I mean, just an absolutely brilliant person. I'm privileged. He used to come on the Swolecast. Everyone said RIP and peace, Swolecast. I don't think they do that show anymore. But Drew would come on and he would always add his brilliance to the show. And I'm excited to draft with him because we've never done a live draft together before.
Perfect. We are waiting for two more people here to fill the 2,500 Mastiff fast draft on Underdog. Drew, good evening.
Good evening. I'm doing incredible, man. Like, first and foremost, you don't have to be that smart to know to draft fantasy points. Like, forget the structure stuff. Zero RB, hero RB. Just draft guys who score touchdowns. Like,
thank you, bro.
Simple, right?
Thank you. God.
Pretty simple.
So
easy game.
There is a lot of macro.
Learn to love touchdowns, all right? Learn to love touchdowns.
There's certainly a lot of macro strategy that goes into building teams where you have these tournaments with really top-heavy payouts, when it's best ball, when versus managed. There's a lot of macro strategy. Tonight, thankfully, we're going to be on team play the best plays because this is only a 72-person tournament. It's half PPR. There's not a lot to go off of here other than we're going to pick the best team. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to pick the best team. Leone is gone. There's going to be no zero RB socialism going on. I don't think, although maybe we could run into a zero RB team, depending. You never know.
How do you guys feel about stacking in this format? Do we need to emphasize stacking, or are we just trying to outdraft our opposition?
Go ahead, Dink.
I think you want to stack when you can find it conveniently, and we'll talk through. It'll be interesting to see because our competition is going to be very stiff in this. I assume $2,500 entry. The dudes on Underdog generally are more of the spreadsheet version types than.
All right, you lost your audio, Dink. Tech Lord issues coming from, shockingly, in a plus 500 upset of the night. Tech Lord issues coming from Dink's end, not Silva's end.
I don't know why my browser keeps losing my connection here, but do we have me now again?
Yeah. We have you.
Okay.
Sometimes they just got to get it out of their system and we'll get the rest of the way.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know who they is, but they got to get it out of their system.
I do think we want to find pockets to stack, which I think naturally in these drafts, like we'll talk through when we get to spots. I've done a couple hundred best ball drafts so far this summer, so I know kind of positionally where stack opportunities might come about, but I don't think you want to be jumping like rounds at stacks, especially in the smaller live final or final and field and whatnot.
I really don't think we should go out of our way in a 72-person field to stack. I do think that stacking is plus EV even in home leagues, even in 12-person leagues, but not massively, not to where I would really reach at ADP to do so. Yes, Leone is gone. I know people in the chat still want Leone for the antics. We're playing to win tonight, okay? There's gonna be no antics. All right, we're playing to win. This is 35K to first. Do you want to go over the payout structure here, Drew? I believe it's 35K to first.
I think it's 35, then 15K to seconds, and then I think it's 12 to third, 10 to fourth. So it's pretty flat after first, and then like second, third, and fourth, it's 15, 12, 10. 5th through 12th is 5,500. 13th through 24th is 4,500.
Yes. I should also know we are streaming on a 1 minute delay roughly here. That's the most we could figure out, as we are not tech lords. That's the most we could figure out is get a 1 minute delay on. And so just heads up, that's what's going on here tonight.
So what are we waiting for here? For it to fill? Is it not filled yet?
Not filled yet.
It's a big buy-in, so...
Talking to the Underdog people, it looks like there's 1 or 2 spots. We can scroll over there, Dink, and we can see if we have 11 or 10 in yet. Looks like we have 11, correct? So one more straggler here to get in, and we will be underway. We will be. I will be rooting for a top 6 pick, ideally a top 4 pick, but definitely a top 6 pick. I've been playing.
I want number 4.
Number four would be great. Yeah.
You kind of agree? You know what? I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Dink? Where are you at? I mean, me and Adam have discussed this, a lot. Where are you at on best selection spot?
Yeah, I think I'm just so strongly on. We're going to find out the pick in a second here. I'm so strongly on the fact that I think CMC just has.
Oh, we got
outrageous.
We got two.
Oh, baby.
Oh, daddy. The
problem is we're probably drafting with some very, very strong sharps here that we'll see.
Oh, man. It's going to go so fast.
Yeah, this is going to be Thursday night. You see our good friend Justin Herzig. You guys have been watching him on stream on our channel all summer. He won Best Ball Mania 1. I don't know any of these. Oh, I know Wahoo Wah. I'm not sure who the rest of them are, but I'm sure they are King Sharps and Virgin Grinders for sure. Okay, so we have the 2 pick here. This is about to start. I honestly, like any of the 4, I'm fine. I really don't have a strong take between Kupp, Justin Jefferson, and Jonathan Taylor. I do think Christian McCaffrey is the best pick, but beyond that, I don't have a strong take between JT, Justin Jefferson, and Kupp. I don't know if you guys do. I will say that it does set up better to start RB because a lot of the stuff on the turn is good at wide receiver. So
yeah, I mean, do we have enough? I mean,
Christian McCaffrey went first. We have 29 seconds here.
I think my vote would be for Jonathan Taylor, but again, I would be fine with Kupp or Jefferson. So
yeah, I think it's an easier build through Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
So that would be my vote.
Okay. Yeah. I do want to say for the record that I don't think Austin Ekeler, that's why I like pick 4, 5, 6. I don't think Austin Ekeler is that far off of JT, but yeah, let's go JT here and start off the build with a running back.
All right. Now we can do anchor RB, which is really my favorite way to draft.
Man, there's been a lot of Justin Jefferson over Cooper Kupp lately. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Like, I don't think I would do that, but I do get it. I don't think it's crazy at all, but I've seen a lot of that lately. All right. Classic top 4 here, as expected. In full PPR, by the way, I definitely go either Jefferson or Kupp. I go Kupp at this is half PPR. In full PPR, I go Kupp at 2 if Christian McCaffrey goes first.
Yeah. For example, on like the full PPR best ball sites, I have literally 0% Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Because I just unless he's falling to 4 or 5, like I'm not taking him. And so it just is what it is.
By the way, I think Austin Eckler's profile has improved with how much Isaiah Spiller struggled, and they're going to use Josh Kelly now. It's like they want to get Austin Eckler some breaks out there, but they just don't have anyone to do so. And honestly, there's been a lot of movement at the running back position, and maybe we'll see some stuff with Ronald Jones, Alexander Madison. But for now, I think it's been better for Austin Eckler. What's happening?
And we've talked a lot about the first tier in terms of like non position specific. And I think we agree, Adam, on the top 4. I mean, I think you can make a good argument for Eckler in there and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
But I think that would be where it ends for me.
Yeah.
This is almost exactly how I have the top 7. Certainly have these as my top 7. And then after this is where it starts to get hairier. You can make cases for guys like Dalvin. You can make cases for guys like Travis Kelce. But at the back end here is not my favorite place to draft, I would say. I don't think the gap between what you get here and what you would get what we're going to get late round 2 is that different. Saquon Barkley's been, I remember when I got Saquon Barkley in round 3, like a few months ago. Now he's going 8th overall.
I mean, and that's been the story of draft season with 3 running backs, with Saquon Barkley, Aaron Jones, and Alvin Kamara. All 3 of those guys at different points in the draft season, you could get into the 3rd round. And Aaron Jones is still holding into the mid-2nd round, but Alvin Kamara is reaching into the early 2nd round now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, Barkley and Kamara and Aaron Jones, if you're drafting early in the season, starting off with Kupp or Jefferson, allowed you still to have those legit RB1 type candidates on the bring back or in the 3rd round. And so it was a different drafting environment than it is right now.
The chat is asking if you can zoom in at all here, Dink. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Herzig is saying Control Shift plus.
Yeah. We'll see.
You're just gonna screw up everything.
They're trying to mess with us.
Herzig has gone to the other side.
There's goes CeeDee Lamb, and so you see Devontae Adams, Alvin Kamara, CeeDee Lamb come off the board in the 2nd round. Those are certainly strong 2nd round picks. I guess my point is that those picks are not that much weaker than I think what we're going to get in the back end here, but we'll see.
I would tend to agree, but we'll see. Sometimes it can fall off the cliff a little bit. I think toward the 2-3 turn.
Yeah. Had some news on Najee Harris, like just guy for 4 weeks
Yeah.
has some Liz Frank sprain. No one reports it. There's nothing comes out, and then he plays in the last preseason game, and afterwards he's like, "Oh, by the way, I've had a Liz Frank sprain all
Yeah.
camp." It's so weird.
What the? I don't know what to think about that. But I don't want Najee Harris on my team, anyways.
Yeah. I will for the chat, I will experiment with the Zoom after our next set of picks. Not gonna,
Yes.
Let Herzig derail us here.
So guys that
Overzet is trying to overthrow the system here.
Shocking.
Rage for the machine here with Overzet.
Guys on my list here as it comes closer to back to us would be Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Leonard Fournette, and Kyle Pitts has been going so high lately.
Yeah.
Also Tyreek, AJ Brown, DJ Moore types in the mix as well.
Yeah, and this is where the strategy becomes interesting to me, because really when we're depending on what comes back to us, if we're in a position where the person who's picking first at the end of the round, for example, let's say like Andrews and Pitts make it back there.
All right, we are on the clock here. We have 30 seconds.
So like my vote would be for Tyreek Hill here, knowing that the next person
I don't know who's available. So can we just name some guys who are available?
Tyreek Hill, AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Mark Andrews, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams.
Yeah,
Tyreek for me.
We will get one of the tight ends on the way back, and I think that should be our plan. Correct?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tyreek for me.
Okay.
Big player.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just a perfect draft to tilt Leone. The guy's out there on the Twitter street saying Jalen Waddle's going to outscore Tyreek Hill. Has he watched a single highlight of football?
Hasn't watched a football game in years.
He doesn't watch football. It's in the sheets. He's
unbelievable.
He's a freak in the Excel sheets.
Unbelievable, this guy.
Oh
Tyreek Hill's breaking off 50 and 60-yard plays every 30 seconds on Twitter, and this guy's got Jalen Waddle.
This guy Leone.
Yeah, we can show the chat who is available too here, but yeah, there goes Kyle Pitts.
So Andrews for us now.
I think Andrews. I would have preferred.
Can we name some other guys that are there?
DJ Moore, Nick Chubb, Javonte Williams, Keenan Allen.
Yeah,
I love DJ Moore.
Yeah, I like DJ Moore too.
But I want an alpha tight end. Let's take Andrews. I want an alpha tight end.
Yes.
Okay.
I think from a structural perspective in this best ball things. And by the way, we are playing half PPR best ball on Underdog. Shout out to us if you use promo code ETR when you sign up for Underdog. You do get matching deposit up to $100, and plus if you have Draft Kit Pro, you get $10. That's whether you already have an Underdog account or not. If you get our Draft Kit Pro, you just get extra $10 in your Underdog account. But honestly, like if you guys are just checking out Underdog for the first time, if you want to practice for your home league, this is like the best way to do it. It's extremely competitive, and you can play very high stakes as we see here. Or you
know what, guys? It feels really good. And I'm wearing my American flag tonight. It feels really good to draft a good team. It feels good.
Yeah, Pitt's going I think we're maybe partially due to this, and maybe we shouldn't, whatever. But we've been talking a lot about Kyle Pitts, and Kyle Pitts has gotten steamed to the moon. I've seen him go late second round lately, and Pitts going before Andrews is not something that you saw at all.
He's a fun pick, though.
He's a fun pick, man.
Oh, I love. I mean, I take
the way that dude moves. I don't think I've ever seen a tight end move like that. I mean, he went over 1,000 yards as a rookie tight end.
As a 20-year-old rookie tight end.
As a 20-year-old rookie tight end, he won the motherfucking Mackey Award. Can we not forget? And he wasn't even really. Dwayne McFarland has pointed this out. He wasn't really even deployed optimally as a rookie. So I don't know. He's so fun. He scored one touchdown, so fluky.
Yeah, I mean, Gareth makes a point here. If we did prefer Pitts over Andrews, I think it's really close between them. But if we did prefer Pitts over Andrews, why not take Pitts first? Then we get our pick of AJ Brown or Tyreek Hill.
Because I prefer Tyreek over AJ Brown more than I prefer Pitts over Andrews. And I honestly, in this format, in half PPR where it's a little bit more touchdown heavy, I'm a little more on Andrews over Pitts anyway. Mm-hmm. So it worked out well. But one of the reasons you're seeing that late second round steam for Pitts is that dynamic that I just explained, where you get to a position in the draft where that late second round has to manipulate what they want with that other pick, the 212. The 211 has to manipulate the 212 a little bit. And that's what we were able to do there by taking Tyreek Hill and essentially guaranteeing us one of the two tight ends.
Yes. For those just tuning in, this is an Underdog half PPR. So we are playing best ball. In other words, we will not be managing the team. Thank God, because I have no desire to manage a team. We won't be managing the team. There's no trades. There is no setting your lineup. We're going to pick 18 players, and then your best starting lineup each week. Your best starting lineup each week will be picked automatically. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year advances to the playoff rounds, and you win from there. This is a $2,500 buy-in, $35K to first.
Nothing I love more than knowing that we're on a stream making a great team together, drafting a team, and then we just walk away and don't have to do anything. And Leone has to manage that shit team all year long. Draft. The best.
He's going to be grinding the waiver wire for running backs all
Just
year.
incredible.
Oh,
He's going to be typing in the chat. Should we spend 68 fab or 67 fab? What do you guys think?
Adam, are you going to respond to him? I'm not going to respond to him.
I mean, honestly, man, like
Maybe for like weeks 1 and 2. That'll be it.
if Leone didn't volunteer to manage that team, I just wouldn't have done it. Like, I'd rather not play than manage a team. But anyways, we're getting close here. In round 4. 2 quarterbacks are off the board here.
Yeah, some of the guys in this range. Now, one of the things that when you take Andrews, you get the opportunity for Lamar in late 4 or 5. And
Not yet,
the person at 1 is less likely to take Lamar because they don't have anyone to stack him with, right?
Right.
They have Bateman, but that would be a reach in this format at 5.1. So you can almost manipulate getting Lamar at 5.2 sometimes here, unless
I don't know.
Unless,
what do you
people
think?
go nuts.
Well, let's. I mean, we'll have to see who's available.
Yeah. So guys that we're 3 picks away now. Some of the guys that are available are Terry McLaurin, Lev's boy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Cooks, Zeke, Godwin, Lamar, Breece Hall, J.K. Dobbins, Kittle, Mahomes, those types of guys. So and we've got a balanced roster, so we can go in any direction here, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do not say the word Zeke in front of Silva. He's going to get to the full 3.9.
Hey, calm down. Calm down.
I mean, Zeke at 4.
Because I'm not calm. And I'm
Zeke at 4.11 would not bother me.
Yeah,
it would bother
All right,
me.
we got your. But it's a battle between you two: Amon-Ra St. Brown, Zeke, Cooks,
Lamar.
I would pass on Lamar and hope he makes it back to us.
Yeah.
In this spot.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you guys want?
I prefer Amon-Ra, but if you guys like Zeke, that's fine by me.
I don't know. Dink, where are you at, man?
I would go Amon-Ra.
All right. I'm fine with that. I like Amon-Ra. It hurts, but sometimes there's a good pain.
Has Fake Hollywood gone yet? Oh, Fake Hollywood went. There goes Bateman. Oh no, he's setting it up. Dink, you're off audio again. He's setting up.
Then we can get Zeke then.
That is such a. I think that's a reach.
We can get Zeke in the 5th round.
Oh no, Dink, the tech lord's internet is. Oh my God, what is he doing? What is he doing?
What's going? He zoomed out. That's not good.
I'm good. Okay.
All right.
He's back.
All right, you guys want Zeke now in the 5th?
I mean,
my God.
I would say
it's Zeke, like Cooks, Breece Hall.
I would be fine with Cooks too. I would say Cooks before Amon-Ra, actually. But
Zeke or Cooks, Adam?
I do not like Zeke at all, but I think this is a spot where you can take him at 5 point.
Let's do it, guys. Come on, boomer up. There's it's best ball.
You're off audio. Oh my God.
It's a best ball. We can build a stable of receivers.
Yeah,
it's hard to get guys, and lock them in with 15 touchdown upside, and he's one of those.
So one of the things I would say about best
and then we don't have to draft a running back like forever.
Yeah, the thing is, there are so many running backs I like later, though. I like Tony Pollard. I like Naheem Hines.
This sets us up to wait on running back for like 7 rounds.
Yeah. By the way, Young Man Coffee going full-blown 0 RB here. Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, and Brandon Cooks.
No elite tight end, though.
No elite tight end.
Yeah, the challenge is when you if you're like, oh, I like Naheem Hines late. Well, we already have Jonathan Taylor, so he's off the board. You can't pair those guys together. So, I think this sets us up where we could be in a position to take like a 4 running back team, depending on how this lands.
What about a 3 running back team?
Yeah, I think for this format, that's
probably a 3 running back team would be probably too cute for a 72-man format.
Right. Fair.
Yeah. Like there's so many running backs like Ramondre, CPAT, Rashad White,
Yeah.
Hines, Michael Carter,
Right. I know. There's so many. We're gonna get 2 of those guys, and we're
Jamal
gonna be good.
Williams. I mean, there's so many.
Why Zeke when you can Pierce is one of the chat's comments.
Well, you know what? I mean, look, if Pierce ain't going to make it to us in a spot where it's going to be worth it. But, if he did.
I also don't think that Brees Hall over Zeke is crazy either. If you just close your eyes and bet on Brees Hall, yeah.
I think that's absolutely crazy. I mean,
I think,
the Cowboys could be one of the best teams in the NFL this year. A lot of positive game script. The Jets are going to blow. I mean, and he's already, he may play behind Michael Carter for
the beginning. Yeah.
Thank you.
The thing with Zeke though, it's gotten worse. Their offense, I'm not convinced their offense is going to be good because no Tyron Smith and no wide receivers outside.
Well, I mean, Tyron Smith is already a guy you have to plan to be without.
Yeah,
and they used a first-round pick on Tyler Smith, who was a left tackle in college. Now he's back to it. They wanted to play him at left guard. They're moving him back to his natural position, and they're going to insert Connor McGovern, who's played a lot at left guard. They're very thin on the offensive line. Okay.
Yeah,
but they're kind of prepared for this.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyron Smith misses 5 games every year.
See Kittle and Waller back to back. By the way, Waller slipping because I think he's slipping because he's barely practiced. I really think this is holdout or hold in related. He's reportedly hiring Evan's boy, Drew Rosenhaus, and he's in the process of doing so and is looking for a new contract. And so hopefully that'll get ironed out and Waller will be fine. I think that's how it's going to end up going.
Yeah. I mean, that was clearly a hold in.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
By the way, we should discuss the Trey Lance situation. Obviously today, Jimmy Garoppolo re-signs for serious money to come back as the backup to Trey Lance. My take is that Trey Lance is obviously the starter. He's going to start. He's going to have a decent leash. But if he plays bad, man, I don't think it's crazy to think that they go to Jimmy G at some point. I mean, Trey Lance is going to have to play reasonably well to sustain the job. And I think that creates a bit more fragility in his projections.
Well, they're going to beat the shit out of the Bears in week 1. We know that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dink. Forgot you're a fan.
No, that's all right. Actually, I one of the analytics dudes I follow on Twitter that's done some really good NBA stuff, Kosha, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Medvida something, noted that preseason performance has shown predictive power in basketball. And he had been doing the same study in football and shown that there's been some effects in football to show. And the Bears have actually played pretty well this preseason. I don't have high expectations for them at all this year, but it looks like they're at least committed to getting Justin Fields outside the pocket, which is exciting for me. That's enough.
In preseason, they've put him in situations where he's been protected.
Yeah. There goes Dameon Pierce.
And you have to give him protection.
All right, who are some guys here?
He's got sort of a longer delivery. He likes to hold the ball a little bit. You have to give him protection. And they've given that to him this preseason. I don't know, though. I mean, you look at the content of their offensive line.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know.
We're coming up here.
So some guys that we got coming up: Drake London, Eli Mitchell, Elijah Moore just went, Devonta Smith, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins, Hunter Renfrow, Chase Edmonds, Tony Pollard, Kadarius Toney, Trey Lance on the quarterback side.
Yeah, we don't have a quarterback yet, but you can do 3 quarterback builds, I think, effectively here. I would like to have a really good running back. The Trey Lance thing scares me a little bit. I like wide receiver here. Obviously, we only have 2 so far.
Yeah.
It's really short.
Can you just read them? Yep. Just keep reading them.
Drake London, Devontae Smith, DeAndre Hopkins, Hunter Renfrow, Tony. I think it's Drake
Kirk.
London
You said Kirk. Oh, Kirk just went. God,
Kirk just went. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I like Devonta Smith, but I'm fine with Drake London also.
I'm good with London or Smith.
Who do you like better?
Let's go with London.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of a minor injury in preseason, but looks like he's gonna be fine. Think you need to make the pick.
I've got it in queue.
Made a.
We're gonna come right back on this. I assume with another wide receiver, but Eli Mitchell's the best running back there. Trey Lance the best quarterback. In terms of ADP, by ADP, sorry.
Sure.
I don't want any part of Eli Mitchell right now.
What about Trey Lance, Evan? Are you scared by this Jimmy G thing?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, if he starts the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan knows that he can win with Jimmy Garoppolo. He knows he can win with Jimmy Garoppolo.
There goes Kadarius Toney.
Can we get Devontae Smith here, please? Please.
Well, who's our backup?
I think if it's not Devontae Smith, then I think it gets a little hairy because it's DeAndre Hopkins, Hunter Renfrow, or running backs.
I wouldn't be opposed to Hopkins. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think?
This is best ball. In other words, you can cover for much
Yeah.
easier in best ball while DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, our boy's there. Devontae
Okay.
Smith is there.
Yeah,
Devontae
Devontae.
Smith.
We good?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm good with Devontae.
Dude,
The thing
dude's
about
a baller. He's not in a great, environmental situation, but he's a fucking baller.
Dude, this dude won the Heisman Trophy as a young
Yeah.
player at Alabama, and then goes to the NFL and was really productive.
Really
and,
good.
I think Devontae
And
Smith.
everybody talks about the chemistry between Hurts and AJ Brown because they're like best friends or whatever. But like Devonta Smith played at Alabama, Jalen Hurts played at Alabama. They just spent last year together. They have shower narrative too. Let's be real.
There goes Trey Lance right after us. So I mean, we're not gonna have strong QB play. We're setting ourselves up for a 3 QB build here.
Yeah, most likely, and ideally, if we could get our hands on Tua and Goff, right? Like those are the guys that we're kind of be looking at if we want to have stack partners, with our early wide receivers.
Yeah.
By the way, I was just going to say on Philly, and again, I'm not a guy who, at least on the football side, spends all my day in spreadsheets. But I was watching a Philly preseason game on a flight across the country against the Jets, and they opened up the whole game just in shotgun, 3 wide, spread it out, getting the ball in crossers just to these guys like AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Quez Watkins, who are just going to have so much space. I mean, it looked like a very, very fun, aggressive offensive approach. I'm pretty in on it.
Tech Lord has crapped out and
he's back.
He's back. Yeah, make sure we're not on auto pick here.
Yep,
Dink.
I got it. We're good.
Yeah. This dude's done 500 best ball drafts. He has no sex. Don't worry, he's not on auto draft.
Yeah, I skipped Serena and Kyrgios at the US Open tonight to be here with you.
Oh, yo, hey, I wanted to put money on Serena just win it all. She's not going out like a chump. Like I saw her last match where she got smoked by that scrub. Well, she didn't really get smoked, but it was yeah. She's not going out. I mean, I don't know. Would you bet on her to win it all, or is it not good enough odds? Or,
I have no idea. I have no idea what the odds are. I have
Okay.
Last time she played, she looked like she was.
But I imagine.
so
I mean, she had just had a child.
I imagine it's like Tiger, where the odds are just never good.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I do like the Chase Edmonds pick there. I was kind of hoping he would get back to us, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. And the Ramondre pick that went right before us, by the way, if this Ty Montgomery thing proves to be serious, which it doesn't sound like it's overly serious, but that would be obviously really good for Ramondre.
And the people want to see who's available. Is that the view you want me to give? What do you want? What do you guys want? I don't want to give away the picks.
Yeah. We can show roughly who's available as it's kind of coming up to us, but we don't want to give away too much here.
But basically, there's going to be a lot of running backs available, is my guess.
Yeah. Look, I didn't bet on Serena. Okay, I mean, it may be flushing money. I don't know. But I mean, I like to bet on fucking, born fucking champions. So, Jesus.
Yeah, still no running backs or tight ends for young man Coffee doing the 0 RB build here. Yeah, and see, my point on running back is like a lot of these guys in this range are like even David Montgomery in round 6, I think is fine. Like Dobbins, Dillon, Pollard, Edmonds, CEH, like this range of running back. And then that's one of my biggest arguments against Zeke is like I like these guys like almost just as much as
there goes Antonio Gibson.
Yep, that's interesting.
That's a sharp pick, I think, right now.
Coming up, we're 3 or 4 away here, and some names based on ADP: Miles Sanders, Sky Moore, Damian Harris, Chase Claypool, Robert Woods, Rashad Penny.
Hey, did we ever get any word on Deontay Johnson's shoulder?
The quote was if it was a regular season game, he would have gone back in.
All right, never mind.
Said. Deontay is gone though; he's off. But Claypool.
Well, I know, but I wanted to see the fallout potentially.
And then Russ and Brady just went. Russ and Brady are the 2 quarterbacks that are still there, but we have them unstacked, so I don't think that would be super interesting.
Yeah.
So Miles Sanders, Sky Moore, Damian Harris, Claypool, Woods, Penny, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, CPAT, Hawkinson's there, but I don't think you take a second tight end like that with Andrews. Okay, we're up. Sanders goes.
Unreal.
Did Russ Wilson go?
Russ is not gone. We could take Russ.
No.
Unstacked.
No.
We'd have to get like a Hamler or Albert O.
No. We can wait on quarterback, guys.
Do you want Damian Harris? Guy scores touchdowns.
I think in half PPR, I think Damian Harris is at least interesting.
I'm not again. I mean, dude scored 15 touchdowns last year. I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but I would rather take a receiver.
We have 5 seconds. Just take Damian Harris.
Just take him. Just take him.
Panic.
Panic pick. We can blame Leone for a couple of these,
Okay, so next in terms of receivers, Claypool, Woods, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Tyler Boyd, George Pickens, Garrett Wilson. The wide receiver from Tennessee who should not be named.
I understand Russ is unstacked, but I feel like he gives you a better ceiling than it's going to drop off real quick at quarterback for the rest.
Pickens is sexy. I mean, look, at this point, I'm like actually way above ADP on Treylon Burks, which is crazy.
No,
okay, what do you guys want to do?
Who do you take? I can't see, Dink. Go down.
They took Claypool.
No, I can't see either.
Oh, sorry. They took Claypool and Boyd.
Yeah.
So we've got Robert Woods, Valdez-Scantling, or Pickens or Russ, I think, are the guys.
Russ would be my pick.
MVS is a perfect best ball pick with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, MVS or Russ, I'm fine with. But we're going to get real thin.
MVS.
Okay.
I'm going to go MVS.
God, we work well together as a team.
Love it. Love it. You know what else I love? Bi-week diversification, boys. Bi-week diversification. I'm gonna move the screen over here, and you can see the beautiful bi-week diversification we have going on. 14-9-10, 11-6, 14-7-8. No overlapping bye weeks. We're not crowding our roster out. Just want to share that beautiful bye-week diversification.
I'm gonna pop a Topo Chico in celebration of our fucking awesome team.
Papo Chico. Yeah. So my point here, Dink, is like now we're gonna get into the pocket passers, right? And so and so pocket passers, it's really hard to match them. Now I think there's a bunch of data in best ball about 3 quarterback builds where you can get there with some of these, but man, we're gonna be scraping with pocket passers now. It's gonna be really hard to match the guys who have Josh Allen and Kyler and Lamar and stuff like that.
Yeah, but is Russ more than a pocket passer anymore? I don't know.
I know. I just think that Pete Carroll was such a boomer. Like, I think they wanted to let Russ cook, and Pete Carroll like overrided it, And so people that say, well, look at all this stuff. It's Russ's underlying metrics aren't great. I mean, it was all Pete Carroll's fault. The guy's a stone cold donkey. I still think Russ can really play, and the setup is so good for him. So I would have taken Russ there, but yeah, we'll get 3 and we'll be okay. You're on mute again or something. Yeah, we do have Mariota backdoors.
Yeah, if Russ doesn't run anymore, my question is then like, how different is he from Stafford or Tua, or like if the Dolphins offense looks like what we think it might look like?
Yeah, that's fair. I think Russ is more vertical, and like his deep ball is so good, and he has such good weapons. I don't know. I think he's better. I mean, the offense is so talented.
Yeah, I like the fact that we sniped MVS from Herzig though, and then forced him to go Mahomes and Russ, 2 quarterback through 9.
I'm just trying to imagine what is our touchdown upside at running back right now with our 3 RBs. We have Jonathan motherfucking Taylor, Ezekiel Elliott, and Damian Harris.
This is a high T team. Alphas.
Yeah, Herzig's not going to take any more quarterbacks. We know that.
Herzig's in this?
Yep.
Wow, what a Benedict Arnold. Unbelievable. Yo, I'm serious. All right, can we get 20 from Taylor, 15 from Zeke, and 10 from Harris? What's 20 plus 15? I don't know. Leon, we got to call on Leone and do the math.
Yeah, and you see some of the hype guys going here. Burks, Pickens, Dotson, the rookie wide receivers going in this range. I think those are all fine picks. I think the Pickens may have gotten a little bit hot, but yeah, certainly like Dotson and Treylon where they go now.
All right, so we're 5 away now.
Yep.
We've got a board that looks like, okay, at quarterback, Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, Cousins, then Tua and Trevor, who probably will last maybe all the way back. Who knows? Running back, Cordarrelle Patterson, Melvin Gordon, Darrell Henderson, Kenneth Walker, Rashad White, CPAT just goes. Wide receiver, Russell Gage, Jacoby Myers, Michael Gallup, Isaiah McKenzie, DJ Shark, McCole Hardman, those types. Devontae Parker is in there as well. And then tight end, I don't think we're paying attention to for a while. So that's kind of where I think we're at right now.
Yeah, nobody jumped out there.
Yeah, read them again. Read them again.
Okay.
Run it back.
Stafford at quarterback is probably the only option at quarterback. Stafford or Rodgers, but we don't have stacks on either.
No.
Daryl Henderson, Kenneth Walker
Yeah.
at running back, Rashad White, Naheem Hines. With Hines, we can't really pick. Wide receivers: Jacoby Myers, Russell Gage, Michael Gallup, Isaiah McKenzie, DJ Shark, Mecole Hardman.
I think the Gallup one is interesting.
Did Devontae Parker go?
Devontae Parker is not gone.
I don't want to take him in the 10th round. Shit.
My vote here would be probably Russell Gage or DJ Shark.
Yeah, I think Gallup, Chark, and Gage. I think they're all fine. Got to pick one. Dink, go ahead.
I don't know. Just take a guy. I don't love it. I would take Daryl Henderson. I'll take Daryl Henderson. Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah.
We did. We did go.
Right.
Yeah, we took Gage.
Yeah. So I think like we should start getting some quarterbacks.
We can take Stafford now if we want, and try to stack him with Higbee and Van Jefferson or something like that.
Higbee would be a great tight end too.
Okay, you want to get Stafford here?
I like the Gallup pick there. I don't even like Stafford, but I think we almost have to. We have no quarterbacks.
Well, we don't have to. I mean, we could wait late.
Yeah, but we need two more after this. Is the thing.
Yeah. I think Stafford as one is good.
All right, that's fine.
You know what Stafford does? He throws touchdowns.
Yeah, Leone's saying Gage over Rashad White. Yeah,
41 last year, and then they gave him Allen Robinson too, big baby. Yeah. Let's go. Higbee should be in the queue.
Yep.
Look, we're not taking Tutu Atwell. All right, guys.
No, Van Jefferson there.
By the way,
no. Well, never
by the way, Dink, I think Peter makes a point here that in this format, only 72 people. I don't think it's crazy to have JT and Hines. Not only because
I agree with that.
It's okay, but they have like inverse skill sets. In other words, like when they're losing games, Hines is going to score a lot, and when they're winning games, JT's going to score a lot. So
I totally agree with that.
I think, by the way, to satisfy Leone while he's in the chat and crunching his numbers, structurally 1, 3, 6, 1 through 11 picks is pretty solid.
Yeah,
puts us in pole position that we can draft whatever we want.
I like it.
Yeah. There goes Naheem Hines. That was a good pick. A lot of good picks around us, boys. Rashad White, Michael Gallup, Naheem Hines, D. Hendo.
Yeah. Bunch of good picks. Rodgers was a good pick there.
Yeah, so this was the kind of the point I was making about Zeke too. Like, there's so many running backs here and like wide receivers stronger up at the top, but it is.
So it would have been like Cooks.
No. We're building a wide receiver stable. We're going to draft freaking 8 or 9 of them. Okay.
Well, we need 3 quarterbacks. So. Yeah.
Do we absolutely need 3 quarterbacks? Can we just take 2?
With Stafford, you don't need 3.
Why can't we just take 2? And devote an extra spot to
we're just drawing so thin to match up with these good quarterbacks, like the quarterbacks who run. I mean, I think we need 3 in this when you have 3 pocket passers, but
yeah, I mean that's fair. We're
only gonna need 2 tight ends.
Right.
Yeah.
So just looking through, and we could easily play 5 running backs on this. We could easily play this 3-5-8-2.
Yeah, I mean, you guys see for your home drafts coming up, I mean, there's a lot of guys that you guys will be able to get way later in home drafts that are going in round 10, 11, 12 here. Guys such as Jahan Dotson, Traylon Burks, Rashad White, Hines, Carter. Like all these guys are going to go later in home leagues. I would not be reaching for them there. Know your room. But this is obviously 12 sharps and guys are going to get pushed up that have upside there.
No. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of juice left from the squeeze. I mean, they're sucking the value out of this. It's not an easy draft.
Yeah. Yeah, Green Lab is suggesting that we end up with the 3-5-8-2, which I think is most likely.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree.
I've got a couple guys that I really like, so I'm going to hold off on sharing who.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we'll see.
Like giving away the guys that you want is like a real problem, and I mean it's especially when people are watching. Like, It's a real problem. Like,
well, we have a 1
I've
minute
done
delay.
so many of these live drafts and gotten sniped so many fucking times.
Once we get to 2 picks away, we'll be sure that we're good because we have the 1 minute delay.
Right.
So I'll go once.
David Njoku, a good pick there. I think from these back end tight ends, I do think David Njoku has good upside.
I think we're gonna get someone we like here. I think. I don't know. We'll see what you guys think, but I'm gonna feel pretty good about it.
Leone bitching about putting Higbee in the queue. He's as a tight end too. This is the kind of thing that Leone's just like, like just in his mom's basement.
All right, go ahead, Dink. I think we're
okay. Gainwell, Tua, Alexander Madison. Those are the 3 guys I like most.
Yeah. What about Danny Dimes? If I'm gonna have all my money on Danny Dimes,
it's too early for Danny.
Don't do this to us, Adam. Not today.
Too early for Danny Dimes.
Gainwell or Madison, I would love.
Gainwell goes.
No shit.
This is a problem. This guy's probably taking running back. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think we take Tua here. And get the Tyreek stack.
Do whatever you want to do.
Okay, so other running backs are Mostert.
I'm gonna go hang out with my kid.
Other running backs are Mostert, Pacheco, James Robinson, Jamal Williams, McKissick. Wide receivers are like Jarvis Landry.
I do think McKissick is. I would be okay with McKissick or Tua.
Okay, I'm going to take Tua first.
All right.
Okay. Then, so running backs, Mostert, Pacheco, Robinson, Williams, McKissick. Wide receivers, Robbie Anderson, Galladay, Corey Davis, Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones, KJ Hamler, Alec Pierce, Sammy Watkins, Van Jefferson.
Well,
there goes Alberto and Hamler.
Motherfucking Watkins, Packer, Aaron Rodgers, number 1 receiver.
I would be going Mostert here personally, I think.
How many running backs do we have?
We have 3.
No.
Yep, we have 3.
No.
You want Hunter Henry, Higbee? We can do Higbee now.
Yeah, Higbee.
Higbee for the stack?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what do you mean?
Oh, God. There's other tight ends that I like.
No, we're done with tight ends after this. Like,
I know, but like there was Mo Alley still out there. Brevin Jordan is still out there.
Brevin Jordan, get out of here. Get out.
We should have gone McKissick. We should have gone McKissick. So just scroll up to Young Man Coffee's team here for all like the 0 RB haters. Here starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight wide receivers, and to me still ends up fine at running back, like, and fine at quarterbacks. So yeah, just want to put that out there. Yeah, I am tilting.
You just want to draft Leone. You miss Leone.
Yeah, I mean, just you know what? Sign off. Let me and Dink handle it. Okay, we'll buy you out.
Dude,
how about that?
When Tony Pollard
bought out.
When Tony Pollard's starting in week 4, this is going to get real ugly.
Which was my original prediction, and I had to fucking swerve off that. I mean, dude, you have to take Ezekiel in the 5th round. Like, you can't be that stubborn. You can't do it.
I think this team's pretty solid.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
We've got correlation built in with our 2 quarterbacks. We have we have 2 quarterbacks that are good enough that we don't have to go 3. So we have flexibility. We have tight end banked. We have 6 receivers already. 6 receivers from generally good offenses: Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Philly, Miami.
Yeah, this is actually a good idea. Me and Silva and Leone should be drafting against each other, not with. We should be drafting against in the same room.
Because everybody knows, Adam, you're a fucking closet spreadsheet socialist. You've been trying to hide that shit for years.
Yeah, I think J.D. McKissick with the Brian Robinson news, and shout out to Brian Robinson, man. It sucks. It's awful.
It was so upsetting when I saw it yesterday. Like, I had to drop Brian Robinson in my fucking stupid ass fantasy rankings. Yeah. It was like a moral conflict with me. Yeah. Like, because and what a stud. They came in, like, no one kind of gave him a chance. Oh, he's a 5th-year senior. Like, who gives a shit? Comes in, beats out fucking Antonio Gibson. He's moved to the top of the depth chart, and he has this horrible thing happen to him from criminals.
Yeah,
I feel for Brian Robinson.
It's really, really awful. But
it's horrible, dude. It's horrible.
It's really.
He doesn't deserve that shit.
No, of course. And I actually thought he was gonna have a really good year. For sure. But from a fantasy perspective, I do think that it raises the floor and ceiling of J.D. McKissick, and that's what I would have done over Higbee. or over Tua. So yeah. All right, let's scroll down a little bit here, Dink, so we can see this round. There goes Mostert. The Sony Michel news, by the way, we already had that pretty much pegged that Sony was not going to be part of this team, and so we didn't give a big bump to Mostert, but certainly a bump.
Didn't move anybody because of Sony Michel. I mean,
and by the way, podcast tomorrow, me and Silva are recording rankings change and news, and so check that out on the podcast feed. All right.
So we're 6 away now. We're done with tight end. We're in a position that we don't need to pressure quarterback. So we're looking at running backs and wide receivers. Running backs group, I'll just read them so you guys can remember them. You don't need to fire off who you like. But
you know what? I give it one more pick. Can we just give one more pick?
I'm just reading who's available.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah Pacheco, James Robinson, Jamal Williams, Tyler Algier, Isaiah Spiller, Tyrion Davis-Price, Eno Benjamin, Jerick McKinnon, Mark Ingram. Wide receiver is Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, Christian Watson, Sammy Watkins, Zay Jones, Paris Campbell, Donovan People-Jones, Cedric Wilson, Curtis Samuel, those types of guys.
No, there's one guy that I want here.
Yeah. Like, to me, like the tight end thing, like Brevin and Mo Alley aren't that much worse than Higbee. And so if we have JD, then
can you just give it up?
Adam,
give it up already? This is a forward-thinking show.
Adam, Tyler Higbee's actually scored fantasy points in the NFL before.
Oh, here we
go. The other guys are guys that we like.
All right, we're on the clock.
Jamal Williams.
I want Pacheco, and I think the Pacheco is an easy pick here.
Pacheco?
Easy pick. Easy pick.
I do think Rojo is probably going to make the team now. And Pacheco is like a stone cold backup to CH on early downs. I don't think he'll play on pass downs, but
Pacheco runs 4.38 at 216.
Yeah.
And plays in like a top 5 offense.
Pacheco, Lev?
What about Algier?
No.
We have Pacheco ranked ahead of Algier.
Right. Pacheco is in a way better spot than Algier is. Way better.
God. We just have all players I would never draft.
You're not going to have a good year, are you? Are you Levitan?
All right, coming back. We can go back to Algier coming back, by the way. But we probably should get another wide receiver.
Yeah, who's the wide receivers again?
So Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, Sammy Watkins, Zay Jones, Paris Campbell.
I mean, we don't need to hear any more names, do we?
Well, Sammy's gone, so
oh shit.
I think it's Corey Davis, but
no.
Corey Davis, Marvin Jones.
Oh shit.
You lost your audio, Dink, but it would be Corey Davis to me.
Really? Why?
I mean, Corey Davis is like actual top 5 pick, and Flacco actually is like.
Well, I mean, how long is Flacco gonna? I mean,
yeah,
they have to pull him as soon as Zach Wilson's healthy.
Okay, Corey Davis, Marvin Jones, Zay Jones, Paris Campbell. What do you guys got?
I think.
You know what? I mean, all right. You know what? Levitan's been tilting the whole damn time. Just give him Corey Davis.
You can have Corey Davis.
Yeah.
It's a unique.
Throw him a bone. Throw him a bone.
It's a unique bye week. By the way, when you guys draft, don't worry about bye weeks, please. We're joking. Please don't worry about bye weeks.
No, I think in best ball, you should.
To some extent.
Yeah.
Certainly not in redraft season long.
For example, in best ball, if you have 8 wide receivers on your team and you draft 5 guys with the same bye week, one of these weeks, all 3 of those guys that you have left have to score. So if somebody's hurt.
You lost your audio again, Dink. Tech Lord is just striking Dink.
Strike him down.
It's contagious. By the way, since we're going to lose 2,500 here, I'm going to go ahead and put this promo up. Promo code ETR at Underdog.
Not a good attitude.
For promo code ETR at Underdog. We're going to have to recoup our losses here. Get your matching deposit bonus. It really is the best UX and UI to play best ball. I mean, it's not even close. All right. Paris Campbell's an interesting pick. Evan and I are going to talk about Paris Campbell tomorrow. He is playing ahead of Alec Pierce in 2 wide receiver sets for the Colts, which I think is interesting. And Paris Campbell always had really good athletic profile.
So when you don't feel comfortable, well, I mean, wide receiver is like the best position where you can like build an actual stable. I mean, you could get 9 guys, giving you a chance to, put up big scores every single week. Right. So what you do when you don't feel great about your wide receivers, obviously we didn't go super wide receiver heavy here. We did get a bunch of good spike week potential guys. we draft 9 of them and we just go thin at the other positions, right? I mean, isn't that that's common sense. Common sense.
There goes Algier. I think that's an interesting pick for sure. I'm a little surprised that Mo Alley and Brevin are going after these guys, but maybe I'm just too high.
Well, I mean,
on...
you have just created your own.
But look, I mean,
Jasicki, Brevin Jordan, and Mo Alley Cox.
Jasicki's not going to play this. Jasicki's not going to play this year. Fant is totally dusted.
Oh yeah, garbage.
I mean, I'd rather have Mo Alley and Brevin than those guys, but
yeah.
How many wide receivers do we have, Ding?
We have 7. Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
Okay. It just went dead there.
Oh.
Yes, I can hear you. So I think we should get a third quarterback for this format, but it's not a must.
I wouldn't take a third quarterback until our last pick. If we,
I mean, that is a 17 condom strategy, Adam. I can't believe we're hearing this from you.
Look at our quarter. We're gonna get so dusted at quarterback.
We have Stafford and Tua, and the quarterbacks left are like Tannehill, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Carson Wentz,
Mariota.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take Mariota, we can take Mariota. I think we can wait till 17 to take him.
Ritter looking good in the preseason, scaring me a little bit, but
yeah.
So I think we're taking running back or wide receiver with the first pick of these two.
Yeah.
Running backs available: Tyrion Davis-Price, Isaiah Spiller, Mark Ingram, Dearness Johnson, Zach Moss, Jeff Wilson. Those types of guys.
I think Isaiah Spiller still has life, and I know camp didn't go well for him,
and he's hurt.
I think he still has life. But I'm not sure that we need a 5th running back.
I think we will need a 5th. I think Pacheco's a little shaky as a 4th, so I think we will need a 5th.
Okay.
The wide receiver options are Donovan Peoples-Jones, Cedric Wilson, Curtis Samuel, Westbrook Akini, Beckham, DuVernay, Bourne, Fuller, Cobb, Crowder, AJ Green, Barrios. Like, I think we need to get another wide receiver because it's going to be dead real soon.
Did Zach?
I wouldn't mind Spiller here.
Zach Moss has not gone.
Oh God, come on, man. No, his upside is literally to be like part of a 3-way committee. I mean, that's literally his ceiling.
Is McKinnon went?
Yeah, McKinnon was a good pick.
Yeah.
Spiller.
Spiller. I'm good with Spiller.
He could be a stone zero all year. I mean, he's like a 4th round rookie who's hurt and was behind Josh Kelly in camp. But,
that's true, but Josh Kelly sucks.
Yeah. To me, it would either be Spiller or TDP.
Do you have a strong preference there, Silva?
No, I think I have him very close. I don't know.
I would lean Spiller slightly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think
Isaiah Spiller was actually a good college player. TDP kind of wasn't. So.
Okay, then I think we should be looking wide receiver.
Yeah.
So Cedric Wilson is a stack candidate for 2.
What about quarterback? Oh, we took Tua. Never mind.
Yeah. We've got 2 quarterbacks. We could take Mariota, but then that leaves us with only 8 wide receivers, and I think we might want 9. I think we want at least the optionality to get to 9.
Yeah.
I assume KJ Osborne's gone.
Yeah, he's way gone. Yeah. It's like Cedric Wilson, Westbrook Akine, Odell, Kendrick Bourne, Fuller, Randall Cobb, Crowder, AJ Green.
Cobb is going to catch like 40 back. He's such dust, though.
Yeah, he's a gross pick, but I mean, you're right. He's going to catch 60 balls probably.
You guys want Cobb?
Oh.
No.
God.
Odell? Please. Cedric Wilson? Odell and Cedric Wilson are second.
I would say Cedric. We have Tua, but or Cobb. Take it.
I'll take Cedric. Oh shit! Blew it. You fucked us, Dink. You fucked us. Yo, in the videos, man, like I'm not that big of an asshole. Like, but Dave Holmes makes me look like such a jerk. I'm not that big of a jerk, I swear to God. But the videos are unbelievable, aren't they? Like,
it's so good.
Unbelievable.
So I think we're in a position now with the last pick that we can take any position but tight end, I think. So because we're at 2-5-8-2.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if Love's boy Mo Cox gets drafted.
How could he not? Have you seen this guy's dong?
Did you see the video that kind of went viral of the girl like who wants to draft or wants to be included in her boyfriend's league?
No.
Oh yeah. She's like Mo Ali Cock, he looks interesting. He looks fun or something like that. Like,
there goes Mo Ali.
Yeah, there it goes.
That's a good pick. And he has Freiermuth too. Are those his only 2 tight ends?
There's only 2 tight ends. He's got your boy Brees Hall too.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think 2 tight ends is thin for Freiermuth and Mo Ali Cox only, but in a vacuum, I do like both those guys.
Yeah, I mean, our team, if it's going to win, it's going to win based on running back scoring a bunch of touchdowns and Mark Andrews blowing away the field at tight end. You know,
we need Mark Andrews to go absolutely nuclear.
Yeah,
very capable of doing that.
Very capable of doing that. And then we piece.
He's the best receiving tight end in the NFL, and they moved on from Marquise Brown, and they got like nothing. I mean, you know, Bateman could be good, right? But they got nothing after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're propping up Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
Shout out team preseason Isaiah Likely.
But my point being, like, we have depth at wide receiver to potentially make up for lack of. I mean, we have Tyreek and Amon-Ra. Those are 2 staples. And then we have depth to try to piece together the 3rd and 4th spots. We need Taylor, Zeke, and Damian Harris to score a bunch of touchdowns. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also backed our way into a Week 17 game stack with New England and Miami as well for what it's worth.
Oh, daddy. When it finishes 13-12.
Yeah, Robert asked a question. Do I think that team 3 is fine in RB even though it's half PPR? Yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to need some things to break right at running back, but I don't think that it's that crazy at all to think you're going to get usable weeks. You only have to start 2 running backs. So out of Miles Sanders and whoever else has Madison and McKissick and Jamal Williams, he's going to get some usable weeks. And
I think he's okay at running back. I think that the question mark, can he piece together enough tight end? And we'll see. I mean, Hayden Hurst and Taysom Hill are his tight ends.
Right. Yeah, that's a big one.
Like the challenge with Underdog, because it's only 18 rounds, the rosters are kind of tight. It's why it's such a great game, because you don't have a lot of like leeway best ball is a game of allocating resources, and any spot that you take zero,
right, exactly,
real tough.
Yeah, it's all about position allocation and then beating ADP, right? ADP beaters.
Yeah,
position allocation, ADP beaters.
So we're 4 away. Some running backs that are still around: Mark Ingram, Matt Breida, Deontay Foreman, Jeff Wilson, Ronald Jones, Gus Edwards, Boston Scott, Chris Evans, Samaje Perine. Some wide receivers that are still around: Kendrick Bourne, Braxton Berrios, Jawan Jennings, Quez Watkins, Laviska Shenault. It's bad at wide receiver.
Really
and then
bad at wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean, Braxton Berrios just got drafted. That's where we're at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne is there.
Odell went like a round and a half ago.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a very sharp wide receiver.
Super sharp.
A heavy wide receiver.
Super sharp.
Like, this is not a board that, in terms of how it looks at the end, for me, like, I usually have a wide receiver option I feel pretty good about here.
Yeah, I think it's Mariota or Jeff Wilson.
I think it's just a guy that, like, who can help, like, boost our projected scoring.
Yeah, and I think it's Mariota.
I was gonna say I think it's Mariota.
Mariota, boom.
Yeah.
Are you happy now, Lev?
I love.
Or do you want me to buy out your equity?
I love Mariota.
Are you gonna capitulate, Adam?
How much for your equity, Lev?
we have Ezekiel Elliott and Tyler Higbee and Isaiah Pacheco.
Baby, we did it.
What's the problem there?
We're done with the 3-5-8-2. We did it. We got quarterback upside. We got tight end upside. We got wide receiver bulk, and we got running back upside.
We got a ton of touchdown equity at RB. I don't care what you say, Adam. I mean,
it's good because
touchdowns. You come in here trying to create a bunch of divisiveness because
you know what. Touchdowns. I have like 0 Zeke, so now that I have 2,500 on Zeke, it like balances it out. So at least if Zeke does well this year, I'll have something.
You have 833.
Sorry, I have 833 of Zeke now. Yes, I have 833 of Zeke now. So good. Who was the last pick there, Dink? I didn't see it.
The last pick, actually, it doesn't fill out the board, I guess, when it ends.
Okay, let's just get a shot of our full team here.
Yep.
for the people before we sign off.
Yeah.
The Mastiff.
Okay. So we have Stafford, Tua, Mariota, JT, Zeke, Damian Harris, Pacheco, and Spiller. Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Devonta Smith, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Russell Gage, Corey Davis, and Cedric Wilson.
A lot of
Andrew
ballers.
Higby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a lot of good football players. You know,
A lot of good football players. A lot of guys who score touchdowns. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate everyone being here. This was fun. Shout out to Underdog for setting this up and hosting a fast Mastiff so we could stream it for you guys. Good luck in all your drafts. By the way, player props stuff is up on the site right now if you're interested in more information on that. Draft kits are up if anybody has not purchased yet. For Evan, for Dink, for Leone, lurking in the background, the freak in the Excel sheets. I am Adam. Good luck, everybody.